I dress not so lovely. Want a night out with the car keys. Don't need a map if you trust me, do you?
Myles, thank you so much for speaking with me. Before we start, I got to ask you, are you in Toronto right now?
Yeah.
What do you think about everything that's going on with COVID-19 and the fact that we're in sort of like this mild stage 2 kind of thing, but the numbers are still going up? And, it's just, man, who would have thought that, 7-8 months ago, the world would be the way it is in our city, too?
I know, and it's like, I don't know, the fact that it's going to go back into it, or I guess another quarantine after this wave, so it's going to be, I know, it's pretty crazy to think. It's been like a year already.
Feels like longer, my friend. It's, who would have thought, though? But the good thing is, though, during these tough times, people like yourself have been putting out great music, and congratulations on this new EP. When I had a chance to hear it, I just thought, man, this is something different, this is something cool, and it's even better that a Torontonian created this. So congratulations on that, my friend.
Thank you.
Before we get into the music and what you've released, I want to talk a little bit about your career, because like I said, you have such a cool sound, because you can hear the R&B, soul, hip-hop, so many different aspects. Where did that love of music and that blend all come from?
I think it's just like from growing up here, like in Toronto. I think it's like R&B. I grew up listening to a lot of R&B, like when I was probably like 10, like 15, like high school phases. My cousins listened to a lot of rap music. My parents listened to a lot of pop music, a lot of reggae music. So I think just from being surrounded by it, growing up with it, and then just getting like that natural love for it, or just feel for it, it kind of just crept into the music. So yeah, I think that's it. Just basically kind of how I grew up.
Now, during this time where you're honing your skills and learning about music and stuff, you're doing something else too, my friend, martial arts. Where did that come from, and that love come from?
I think it was like, I think the love from it came from like, I don't know, just like heroes, like action films, you know what I mean? Like Marvel comic stuff, DC kind of movies and stuff. So I started doing like taekwondo when I was really young. Like my dad put me in like everything, soccer, basketball, and that was one of the things. And then from there I took it in like high school. I started like competing in like wrestling, and then I did Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. And then, it's just a combination of all those different things, because I always liked it, but I wanted to keep exploring it. So it's kind of like my way, or I guess escape from music too, to kind of just have something else that's more physical and hands-on.
That's what I was going to ask. Was there ever a chance that you felt you may have had to make a choice, whether it be as a career in martial arts or in a career in music?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like I was, when I was in high school, I was trying to like get scholarships at the time, because I was never really super focused in music. Like I was into it. I was starting to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, but I always ended up like on my free time working on music, like making beats and stuff, and like started learning guitar a little bit later. It was like the way it kind of, I guess, had to be a balance was just like, okay, I was doing music most of the time, so I guess that's what's going to end up taking up most of my time later on too. So I just kind of sat down, tried to focus on it, and just keep writing, learning about it, and improving. So it's like a natural.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you. It's a natural.
No,
and continue, please.
Yeah, it's just like a natural like passion, I guess, that just kind of crept up on me. Like it was always there, right? And it was like an easy crossover once it was more of a realization that it was taking up all my time.
That's a good thing for us, definitely. What was it like doing the open mics here in Toronto? And did you do it in other parts around the country?
Sorry? Did I do the open mics where?
I'll ask it again. What was it like doing the open mic shows? And did you just do it here in Toronto, or did you go in other parts of the country?
Oh, the open mic shows, like I used to do a bunch just around like in Scarborough. Like I kind of went to like when I was younger, though, it was hard to get into most places just because of the age thing. So I would basically just pick up any kind of open mic there was really that I can get to at the time. So
How do you think it helps hone your skills? And also, what kind of stories do you like to tell through your music?
I think in terms of the skills, like just like almost like a basic, just like gigging player, like just kind of like getting your stuff ready, performing. You're in like smaller venues too, obviously, like, you know, you're in bars, restaurants, so it's like, I feel like in those situations, it's like you kind of have like a different level of stage fright, or a different degree when it's less people, because then it's like it helps you build that that really analytical like audience, and it just helps you like practice your songs and your skills. And like I always kind of get the same thing when I was playing open mics and stuff. Is like people would come up to me like, "Oh yeah, like you have a cool sound, I like your voice," but I never really knew what it was at the time, or like what I wanted to do in terms of like my own sound. I just kind of played what I liked, and yeah, that was it.
And what kind of stories do you like to tell through your music?
Basically just stories about like either mostly stuff like with me, my own personal stories. I just kind of make them into their own almost like fantasy, I guess. And then stories just like of my friends, like just peers, people around me that like I end up having conversations with, whether it's like before a session or going out, whatever. It's just like whatever I can basically relate to and put my hands on or make my own. It's like it's all useful.
Toronto, of course, is one of the big capitals when it comes to music in Canada and North America. We're lucky enough to have Canadian Music Week, the Much Music Video Awards, so many other events. Did you get yourself involved with any of this stuff to, again, help the progression of your career?
Yeah, like I've been to the events for sure. Yeah, I think a couple of times I've been to both of them, just to kind of network and just meet people, see how it goes and all of that.
Well, something worked because you're with Warner Music Canada, and congrats on that, my friend. How did that combination come together?
So when I was in high school, I interned there. I did like a 6-month internship, right? And then on the last day, my supervisor, she asked me if I wanted to play like for the office, because I was into music, but obviously because I was there, but not really like my own artist, and I kind of just didn't want to be pushy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me, and then I just played 3 songs, and then that was it. They all really loved it, and that's how it started.
That's an amazing story. Wow. Love that. So with this EP, because in a lot of ways, for a lot of us, this is our introduction of you. How did you want to go about this so that we, learn more about you and your music? What was your approach?
Well, really, it was like I've been trying to put together like a pile of songs for a while, and I guess in terms of the approach, it was not really different for this project. It was like I was just writing, working on new music, and then I had more of like the idea of what I wanted to say in terms of the concept, like after I looked back at the music and I was like, oh, okay, this is what, so like how can I put these songs under like a certain umbrella, do you know what I mean, to make it cohesive, and because they all kind of touched on the same general point. So for me it was like, okay, how do I make that title, how do I make Excess, how do I make that come off in the songs that I'm going to put on it?
All right, my friend, let's get to it. What is the new EP called? And in terms of storyline, what is it about, sir?
So the new EP is called Access, and what it is essentially about just the feeling of being overwhelmed, feeling like there's too much or too many things happening and pulling you from all different directions at the same time, whether it's like, your personal issues, family, friends, work, whatever that is. It's like just that state of needing to kind of step back and take a second and look at it from like outside the box.
Is there a single out right now? If so, what's it called and what's that about?
So like China, that's like the second song on the project, and it's about basically just like being with someone who can kind of just let you know that like you can kind of step away, right? Like it doesn't really matter where you are with them, where you go. It's like they're always just gonna make you bring the best out of you, I guess, in that situation, right? Kind of like an escape song, like a runaway song, I guess.
'Cause when you find like China, it don't even matter where we go now. Got me feeling high when you go down. Yeah. The way you shine, no diamonds. It don't even matter where we go now. I can love you in the desert or the snow now. Yeah.
Well, our escape is listening to your music, and these days we would have loved to have seen you live in person in a venue, but the venues are now virtual. Any chance we're going to get a chance to see you virtually?
Yeah, I did actually did a virtual tour a while ago, just kind of like with a couple of different venues around North America, so that was good. And something like that I'm definitely going to keep doing. I have like a little virtual kit now because everyone has to kind of do a little home studio upgrade, so I have like my little recording setup now, so yeah, there'll definitely be more stuff coming, and yeah, more content, more live shows, and all of that.
To check out everything you're doing, social media is the place to go. Where do we go to follow you?
That's everywhere, basically. Twitter, Myles Castello, Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel for sure. 'Cause I'm always getting like new videos out, so just definitely, I guess, everywhere. Really, check it out. All platforms. Spotify,
Myles.
Apple Music.
And Spotify is where I was listening to your music, man. And I, like I said, absolutely love it. My friend, thank you so much for making time to speak with me. And congratulations on this music. And even more importantly, too, congratulations on how you put this all together, because you are an absolute proof of what hard work and determination is all about. And you've definitely proven yourself. So congrats on that, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully next time we get a chance to talk, it'll be in person. But either way, please be safe, and we'll definitely talk soon.
Yeah, we will, for sure.
Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Yeah.